Kate. So I'm super excited for today's video because we're going to be doing a first impressions on the new Soph X Revolution Super Spice Eyeshadow Palette and the Sugar Frosting Highlighter Palette. So we're going to be starting out with the eyeshadow palette, and it's so beautiful. Look at the packaging and just look at those shades. They're incredible. Wow. So I'm going to try and use as many shades as I can today to try and test them out, but there'll be some that I don't get around to using and we'll use them in a different video coming up. But just wow is all I can say. Look at this palette. So I've just primed my eyelids with a bit of concealer. Just tap out the creases, and what I'm going to do is just set my lids with this white shade, which is called To Be Fair. So as you can see, there's not really any fallout in the pan. No, literally none. So that's really good for a white shade because most of my other palettes have white fallout. In this palette there are 13 matte shades, although one of them, the yellow, does have shimmer in it, but I assume if you put that on with a fluffy brush, the shimmer will go away and it'll be completely matte. It has 5 shimmer shades, so yeah, I'm super excited for this. I'm going to start with the orange shade, which is the shade Cocktail. I'm going to put that on the inner part of my crease. That is so pigmented. I really like this palette already because it has a mirror. I'm impressed. Now it looks a lot less, it's more of a, what kind of an orange is it? It's more of a corally orange than it is a true orange, but that's alright. I'm sure if you added some red and yellow to it, then you could make it look more of a true orange. I'm going to use a smaller blending brush and the shade next to it, which is the yellow Sunshine. And that looks quite bright. And I'm going to blend over the edge of that Cocktail shade. They are blending like seamlessly together. I'm in love. I'm going to be taking this shade, the purple, which is called Papa. I'm going to take some of that purple shade. There's a tiny bit of fallout for that shade, a bit more than the others, but that's understandable with purple. And I'm going to be putting this in kind of outer crease and blending it towards the orange a bit. I'm taking the pink shade, the shade Lover. Hot pink is one of my favourite shades to work with. I'm taking a really small blending brush and I'm going to take a mixture between this dark brown called Brownies and the red shade which is called Extra Spice, which is the name of the palette. So just taking a bit of that, and I'm going to put that in with the orange, just in the crease. I'm going to mix Papa and Brownies, the purple and the brown. And I'm going to do exactly what I did with the last one and put that right in the crease. Now I'm going to be cutting the crease so that I can use some shimmer. Get some more shades on this eye. So I'm cutting the crease as I normally would. going to be setting that shade with the green, which is called Maman. It's quite a dark green shade actually. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Festive, which is a shimmer shade. Now that is beautiful, but it's not quite as bright as I'd like it. So I'm going to take a bit of the blue shimmer, Frere, and just tap a little bit of it over the top. I'm going to put some touches to this eye and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have gone ahead and done my base off camera and I added some glitter liner to the makeup, and now we're going to go ahead and do the lower lash line. So I'm going to take some of the shade Blue Lagoon, this blue shade, and I'm taking that on my lower lash line. I'm dragging it quite low because it's quite a dramatic look that we've done today. I'm going to take the lilac shade, the Lockdown shade, and put that on the inner corner. That shade Lockdown isn't showing up as much in this look, but I'm sure soon I'll do a look with that shade all over on the lid and stuff, and I think it will stand out a bit more alone. It's just because it's with all these bright colours. Normally I would apply a lash with this kind of look, but I don't want to cover up the eye makeup because it's the first impressions of an eyeshadow palette. So we're going to leave it like this and just know that normally I would put a lash on it. We're going to be trying the highlighter palettes, which looks like this. It also has a little mirror in it, which is super handy. So it has a lighter shade and a slightly darker shade. We're going to try both shades, one on either side, because why not? So I'm going to start with the darker shade. Oh wow. Can you see that? Yes you can. It's so blinding. Wow. Kind of more goldy champagne-ish colour. Now taking the lighter shade. Wow. These shades are gorgeous. This is a bit more of a goldy, icy shade. So that's the other shade, and that's the shade. Whoa. So I'm going to put a bit of the darker shade onto my nose. And then a bit of the lighter shade on my Cupid's bow. So when it's on the face you can't really see too much of a difference. The darker shade obviously blends in with my skin a little bit more, but that is incredible. I love this, and I'm just putting them in the inner corner, so just like that. Wow. So that is the end of today's video, testing these two palettes for the first time. I am so impressed. Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. The shades in this palette are absolutely gorgeous. The shimmers are beautiful. I'm excited to use some of the browns and the other shimmers that I haven't tested out as much. I'm super excited to test Dreamy and also Mirror Ball. Yeah, I'm super excited to create some more looks with this, and I might even use this for my prom makeup, which is super exciting. I think they blend, the mattes blend so nicely as well. Together they just are seamless. I think Soph's done a really good job with the Revolution team. So yes, I'm super happy about this one. And the highlighter palette. These two shades are absolutely gorgeous. Like, they are so glowy. I love them so much. I never got to test her original highlighter palette when it came out, but I really wish I had, because these two shades I'm in love with. They are so beautiful. These are going to be a massive part of my makeup routine now. I'm going to be using them all the time. So that's my first impressions of this new Soph X Revolution Extra Spice collection, which my boyfriend bought me as a surprise. So I'm super grateful, because otherwise I think I would have been waiting until like the end of the year for these, and now that I've tried them I'm not sure I could have waited, because these are incredible. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, and also leave me a comment with what you want to see next, and also follow my Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye!